I have Jeroen on my screen on Skype. He's very, very big. I wonder why I don't have Twitch.
Call me fat. Call me fat boy.
Fanboy, I'm Jeroen fanboy. Welcome to the Wooting live stream. Stream where we talk about Wooting related stuff and some gaming related stuff, and we just tell you what's going on at Wooting. So today we have 3 people on the stream, which is the whole Wooting, no, almost the whole Wooting team now, because we have our new guy Tino, but he's not on the live stream today, maybe in the future, but he might be in the chat. So I wasn't here last live stream. That was all Erik and Jeroen. And I have this big fat topic here, which says, hey, Calder's back.
Well, last year was the best stream of the year, right, Jeroen? It was so much fun.
One of the best. I wouldn't call it the best, but definitely one of the best.
It was one of the best.
I knew it. I always screw up streams.
Yeah. I don't
such a-
even remember what we did. I think it was kind of...
It was kind of weird. Because I was hosting on my MacBook and it was like really getting the max out of my MacBook.
Yeah, I was
even,
like,
run
okay,
background
I
music.
cannot show anything else.
Please, Jeroen, save me.
Yeah, MacBook streaming. I tried it once in the Netherlands too. It doesn't work out very well.
No, it's
Yeah, we're glad to have Eric back in his own setup. It's like full HD, so bright, nice lighting.
The professional scene.
Yeah, professional.
Erik for a professional streamer.
It's only because I have one light turned on, you know? It's just one light and it fixes everything.
It's true.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
I tried playing with my light earlier, but there's just too much effort. Because I only have like this light, this, and then this. So it doesn't really work that well.
It was also the whole room.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did we even announce the stream on Facebook and on Discord?
Discord?
Okay, so
I'll do it.
let's get those announcements out.
And Discord announcement.
Okay. So let's get those announcements out. And meanwhile, we have 7 topics today, of which we just covered one, which was, hey, I'm back. So we have 6 topics to go. Today we have a couple of things to share. First, we have an update about...
Wait. Eric make an announcement?
I hope so. Who is making an announcement?
Yes, I'm doing it, Jeroen.
Okay, I'll quit. I'll cancel.
So, first we're going to talk about an update about the keycaps and the switches, the switch box in this case. We're going to talk a bit about Christmas and the plans for Christmas. We have this Christmas giveaway on Facebook we'll cover. We have some other Facebook-related announcement to make. And we have finally a new analog curve preview, which some of you might have tried out in the beta. And then finally, we'll talk about end of the year and the possible live stream we'll have at the end of the year. But first, let's get those announcements out. And we can talk a little bit about, while waiting for some people, those keyboards have finally arrived in Europe and in the US, which we refer to the batch-free keyboards. Those have shipped out now already, like what,
They already
3
shipped
weeks?
out a few weeks ago, right? I think like during the last stream, they pretty much all shipped out already, wasn't it? Oh wait, when's this gonna be started then?
Should be. I think the day after or in that week itself. I forgot.
Yeah.
Being shipped out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there were some troubles with the tracking numbers in that week, like right after the live stream.
Those
And, like,
I hope everybody
those tracking
watching
numbers on nightmares.
has their
every
tracking
night.
number.
No, I think it's all good now.
Yeah, right.
And we had the same problem with the first time when we shipped out the big batch of everything. The tracking numbers, that was already hell.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to touch the first topic here. But before I touch the first topic, how is everybody watching doing? I don't know who is even watching. I see Ilias plays.
Lily's watching.
I'm watching and I'm fine.
Okay.
Yesterday,
We make up 50% of the views anyway, so.
let's let me talk about yesterday. So my girlfriend gave me a Sinterklaas present. I wanted to go to.
What, yesterday?
Yeah. So she gave it like 2 weeks ago, but we did it yesterday. And what we did was go to Germany, and there's like a big swimming pool in. I don't even remember the name. Bochteld, and it's like a big tropical thing with a sauna and stuff, and you have like all these slides and all these cool pools and everything. It's pretty neat. But the funny thing is, like, I think like half of the whole swimming pool is like outside. And yesterday swimming outside was like horrible. I mean, the water was a little bit warmed up, but
Well, you
still,
could
outside
swimming
was, like,
outside.
yeah, but still was like freezing, you know. But
Yeah,
the
yeah,
outside
yeah.
pool was a little bit warmed up, so if you stayed underwater, it was fine. But like my whole hair and my beard started like getting frozen, I guess. And then there was like one slide, you know, in the outside, and we wanted to do all the slides, so we had to get out of the water in the freezing cold, completely wet, climbing on the slide and then getting down. It was, but yeah.
There's no ice on the slides or something?
No. So the slide was at like a constant water stream, so it didn't get any frozen.
Oh, right.
But still, it was pretty cool.
Burn your ass.
Yeah, but it was pretty cool swimming pool.
So we have Mixus Fiddlelick. It says tired. It's 7 a.m. here. So welcome to the stream, man. 7 a.m. That's a good way to start your day. Start your day with us.
I always wonder if it's like just woke up or still awake.
Well, it's Sunday, so it's probably still
Right.
awake.
That's definitely always the case in Discord. Most people would still be there, still work. It's always when I get up or nearing my lunchtime, and I still see people saying anything on Discord. I'm like, whoa, are you still awake? And Mr. Peasant, for example, always. It used to be a lot more though, I think. But now with school, it's a lot less.
Yeah, like people who are online constantly.
Like
So
us.
much of a lurker. Actually, it kind of sucks is when I get along in Discord from my morning till my like when it gets in the afternoon, I'm not really active on it anymore, and that's when people start waking up. And in the morning, nobody's awake, so there's not much. It's like just read what happened and react to a couple of things. You're done.
Well, the thing is, I sometimes just ignore stuff on Discord, even though it sounds pretty weird. But most time when I go to Discord and type something and I start a conversation, like 1 hour later, it's like, okay, now I really need to quit, you know, because it just keeps on going, it keeps on coming, and
Yeah, it's true.
sometimes you just want to.
Yeah, I had this with I was talking with a guy about utility on Linux like last Friday, like with Trevor, and it also took up like an hour or something.
It goes very fast.
Yeah.
So just like when you just get sucked in to a certain customer email, you have you just get sucked into it because it's an interesting topic, perhaps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then after you finished, you look at the timer like, oh crap, this is just one of the following I still need to do.
Yeah.
Let's jump into the first topic finally, or well, not the first, but the next topic. So we have an update about the keycaps and the switch box. So just a small recap: the keycaps are the double shot PPT keycaps that we want to launch in as soon as we can, and we, together with you guys, chose a color for these keycaps, and it's going to be a 9-set keycap. I have an sample here. So what's the status of those keycaps, Jeroen?
So we got like 3 samples now, I think, of which the first one.
3 times,
The first one was kind of off, and the second one was like totally off. So I'm not sure what happened with that one. And then the third one was okay, but like still not exactly there. And it turned out that, and we didn't know this beforehand, so we gave them a Pantone color with like a certain number, and we were like, okay, normally when you give someone the Pantone color, you should have like exactly the same color. But apparently there's like different generations of Pantone colors as well, where they just sort of slightly changed. And apparently, the one we used to pick out the color was like a very old, what do you call it, like a waver or something.
Hmm.
So they should have changed it by now. And they made a new sample, and they also sent pictures, and supposedly it looks pretty good. And we're getting them, I think tomorrow or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just showing I think from the second time they sent it, this one is from
Yeah,
the
these are
second
like
time
the
they sent
really, really purple ones.
it. Yeah, these are royal purple. We actually have like 5 sets of them or something, and we have no real use for them. So,
Hmm.
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 What do we do?
What can we do?
Maybe end of the year live stream.
End of the year live stream giveaway. So,
Oh, see that? You don't buy one Christmas present, eh?
So how do we pay an internship with keycaps? This month you get purple, next month you get red.
so
Samples too. It's like,
I really hope they'll get it right this time, and then we can finally go to and make the next step for those keycaps. It's something we've been waiting on for quite a while now. But then there's another thing that has been pending for a while, and what's been pretty tough on us, which are the switch boxes. It started.
hardly.
You cannot hear my beautiful voice. Now let me boost my microphone a little bit. And
Alright.
put it up a little bit closer.
As long as you don't.
Hello.
As long as you don't forget about the jazz music.
No, the
Is it
jazz
playing?
music's there. Yeah, it's playing. I guess
Music is playing.
All right, nice, sweet.
it's really relaxing. It's like standing in an elevator.
Fuff up that voice.
Yeah, well, about voices, it's like totally becoming a new thing, right? Like porn stars just talking into the microphone. Just really
What's that
smooth.
whisper sex?
But ASMR,
That's like totally a thing, and it's pretty trending these days.
I think on YouTube you have like whisper porn something.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay, before we get to really
Before
weird
we-
topics, Switchbox. So where did we start with Switchboxes? It started with we wanted to have black switches, and black switches was really tough, right? At that time. And we wanted to sell the switches separately in a switch box. We wanted the box to be really awesome. So we've been working on packaging for this switch box, which would have approximately 90 or 110 switches inside. It's not finalized. It should have 110, but it's not finalized yet. And then while making the first sample, we realized a couple of things. Starting off with the material, right? Or was it the box?
Wait.
The first realization was that the standard tin boxes you can get, they suck. I think that's one of the first lessons. Like we got some samples of those, and they were like so weak, and I was just sort of playing around, sort of bending. You could just bend everything, and it broke immediately, and it felt like very, very clunky. Yeah.
So then we were like, okay, let's take a higher quality material. Let's try this from aluminum in the same way as our top plate. But as we got closer to actually making a sample for aluminum, there was another realization.
It's really, really, really expensive.
Exactly. The tooling for that box would be really expensive, and considering that we're not gonna sell a lot of these boxes that could, not enough to what would be that?
Yeah, we'll probably need to sell like 10,000 plus to make it worth it, which is something we'll probably never
Let's do
see.
10,000 plus keyboards first.
Yeah.
Right. So then we stepped over to the next possible option was going like, let's try to do plastic, but let's try doing ABS plastic. But we kind of hit the same problem with ABS plastic, whereby the tooling is just really expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So we had this final sample or this final production method we're trying, which is still plastic, but it's by, how would you call it?
Yeah, it's a PS plastic, is it? Yeah, PS,
PC
I
or
think.
PS?
PS is yeah, so it's a different kind of plastic, and the way they form it into a shape is with a vacuum, vacuum something something.
Hmm.
I forgot the exact name, but anyway, Google it. It looks really cool.
I think it basically comes down to that you have a shape and then you have a plastic sheet and they warm up the plastic sheet so it gets soft and then
Mhm. A
they
vacuum forming machine.
right, exactly, then they bring down this sheet over the shape so it forms around the shape and then they suck out all the air, they vacuum it, and then it
A
will,
vacuum form, yeah.
yeah, then
Yeah.
it will shape towards the thing you put underneath.
I've now a
Yeah, I
picture on a
once
live
saw
stream
this.
of the beautiful box, but shall I show the latest box, the one we received?
No, that one is still ugly.
That one
But
is really,
shall I
really.
show it? You know,
Oh, okay.
Oh
just
yeah,
to
you
see
can
what
Oh,
show it.
yeah,
happens.
yeah, yeah.
So
This is like the first sample, and you
so
can immediately see why
It's a
we're not really
so
happy with this.
so this was like the
so
beautiful
to
box, you know,
yeah,
and then they came with another
clarify it though,
sample.
yeah.
And it's this.
Yeah, but
And
there's a big difference between those boxes.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
So
go
the
ahead,
first
Tom.
one is
Or Jeroen.
a CNC one. So that means they can make it sort of exactly the shape you want. And the next one is actually built with this or made with the tooling for a vacuum form machine. So that means that the second one, if that one's correct, then we can actually like mass produce it pretty cheaply as well.
yeah, so the thing now with this one also is that it's very much a prototype box to check the shape and everything. And if that's all correct, we can start working on the finish and yeah, the finish and the color of the box itself. Because this is by far not the only option we have for finishing shape. I see a question here also is what is their function? So the switch box is basically a box with FlareTech switches inside that you can change on the Wooting keyboard. Why would you want to have this is perhaps if you bought a blue switch keyboard and you want to have red switches, you can buy the red switches separately.
Yeah.
Or, which is going to be the new premium because premiums are not being made anymore, which is basically buying the keyboard with red switches or blue switches and then buying an additional blue or red switch in this case with your keyboard from the start, from the get-go. And we hope that in the future this will also help if you broke half, yeah, exactly what Manson says.
Yeah. The nice Chinese PVC keycaps. Yeah.
Oops.
Manson, you didn't watch the video, did you?
You didn't.
Didn't, yeah. How to remove your keycaps
Safely.
So in the future, also help us a lot with new switches coming out. So we have this debated black switch, which is possible to make, but has this really high MOQ issue. But that's a different topic. And in the future, maybe brown switches and other type of switches to bring them out and introduce them.
Yeah. Yeah, we're basically waiting for a different manufacturer to also use these switches, so we can sort of lift on their production. That's what it boils down to.
So if you want to make your own keyboard, let us know. We'll make sure you get your first
Yeah.
1,000 keyboards going.
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to get a new sample of the switch box, which has Woot on the side, this week, and very curious to see how that works out. And hopefully, if that one is okay, we can quickly jump over to starting a mass production of these switches.
Mm.
Do you know if there? Question in between. Do you know if the other company starting to use FlareTech switches has brought down production costs for you a bit? It has not brought down our production costs just yet. And right now, the best what it does is brings down our MOQ. So we can share resources in that way. But there's a very limited amount of things we can share that MOQ thing with. And one of them is not, and that one of them is not even per se the switches. Because our switches are different.
Oh,
switches
right,
are
yeah.
different. It really depends. If the switch uses the same spring, like if the MOQ is because of the springs, which we have with the black switch, for example, then it helps bring us down to MOQ. But if it's something else about the switch, it's not possible because the switches made for the Wooting one are a bit different from the regular FlareTech switches. So yeah. So a toolbox type thing with a foam insert for the switches.
Well, this does have a foam insert, right? So the idea is just that you have a box where all the switches are in, just to store them or whatever, or you just remove all the switches and then you have a really nice box. Because I've got here the very first prototype switch box, so maybe I can show a better example than the pictures.
Is that the one you made with paper?
Yep.
Nice.
So this was like our very first prototype. And the idea is that it just has like the switches and a puller inside it. That's just the whole idea. And it isn't like fancy with foam in it and we have like all the switches inside of it because a standard Wooting one has like 88 switches, right? At least. Oh, well. So you need to have at least 88 switches, maybe a few more reserves. So let's say you're plugging like 90 switches in a box, and if you want to place them all nicely in foam, they need like a very big box, and we just wanted to keep it small and nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful
So.
box.
Yeah, this Switchbox is it's kind of a crazy story, right? It's becoming more and more a crazier story because it takes a while to get something like we're actually happy with.
Yeah, it's one of the things.
Hey, guys, what's up?
One of the things we also have to realize is sometimes you cannot reach that thing you want yet because we're a bit too unexperienced to know exactly what it is we want.
It isn't an experience. It's just like we're not rich.
Well, that's a big factor too.
Yeah.
It's for what can we afford? That's a big thing.
Yeah, I remember having exactly this talk with the project manager from a file manufacturer, and I was like, how is this not possible, right? We just want this and this and this. And he said, of course it's possible. Just have to pay for it. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's like China, right? Everything is possible as long as you just pay enough for it.
Well, these FlareTech switches are a bit more robust in shipping since they won't have the leaf contacts that tend to bend like Cherry solar cell switches. Boy, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that, but that's definitely true.
Yeah.
But I think even if you buy Cherry switches, you get like a Ziploc bag, I think, with them inside. I don't think they even. I never bought them.
Don't they have like the cases where they like actually put in piece by piece too?
Maybe if you buy from Cherry themselves.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have them neatly inserted too. Yeah, which probably explains why they're so freaking expensive. Oh, this is a Ziploc bag,
Yeah, maybe if you get from Cherry Direct or something, or a authorized reseller or whatever, maybe they have something more special for it. Otherwise, just a Zippy. Because what they do is they buy the Cherry switches in bulk, and they do the Ziploc bagging themselves. There we go. Tino said, yeah, if you buy from Cherry, they come in a nice tray.
Yeah. Probably really, really expensive.
Probably.
We also can't wait for you to receive your Wooting one. I'm really curious what you think about it and if you like it, but I'm sure you like it. Right?
Hope it gets there before Christmas. I have no idea when you're shipped.
Depends when and where you ordered from, right?
Yeah. Brings us to the next topic.
Oh.
Christmas plans.
Christmas.
Hey.
Dun, dun.
Fear Manson says that I've bought from third parties 3 times, and all of them have been in bags and cardboard boxes, which means about a handful needed an adjustment with tools or were borked.
Oh, I see.
That really sucks, man. Holy crap. I
Is
wouldn't have
that
expected.
Oh yeah, this is the context, right?
Yeah.
A wood mess?
But okay, Christmas, yeah, wood mess. Wow, why didn't we come up with that?
Wood mess.
Christmas plans implement MIDI. Is that for us or for you? It's like.
Well, we did I did a sort of MIDI thing a while back. I guess it was almost 2 years ago. You know the program Ableton, like all the cool producers use. There's like a plugin where you can use an Xbox controller to, I don't know, make music. And if you download that plugin, you connect your Wooting One with it, and it can make cool music with your Wooting One. So that's a sort of ghetto start.
Yeah, the first one with this that makes a Christmas song gets a free Wooting cap.
Oh! Oh! A Wooting Christmas theme song. That's
There's
a
a
thing I like.
challenge.
There's a challenge.
Yeah.
But where's the MIDI then? That's a pretty cool thing. So if we make a MIDI controller of the Wooting One, and then the first one makes a beautiful song, gets a Wooting cap, that's a thing we should really...
Christmas spirit.
Games are on.
Of course.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Well,
Does it have to be good? It has to sound like a Christmas song.
well,
driving home for Christmas.
there's something else concerning the utility that we'll be sharing it later. I'll find out if it's me or you when I get my keyboard during this Christmas shipping season.
Awesome. Okay, but Christmas
so-
plans. Let's.
Christmas plans, like I'm curious also about the chat. I mean, we have some Christmas plans, but I'm also curious about the chat and what kind of Christmas plans you guys have, because it's definitely going to be a lot different from what we guys will have, I guess. Because let's start with you, Jeroen. Christmas, your first Christmas. Oh no,
Yeah.
you have a special Christmas. That's why.
It's a
You're the
very,
most
very
excited
special
one.
Christmas. So normally, so this year I'll fly to New York, and I'll go there, and my girlfriend is there. So we're gonna spend Christmas in New York, and it's gonna be my first time in the US too. First time New York, first time US. So yeah, it's gonna be really exciting, and it'll be lights, walking around, very romantic. Haven't seen her in months, so really looking forward to it.
I'm really curious how Christmas in New York must be really awesome because it's so overly Christmas
There's
themed,
so
I
many
guess.
lights.
Probably, yeah.
So
Yes, she already sent me some pictures, and she's like because she's graduating now, so she has a lot of other stuff to focus on. So she's purposefully like avoiding most of the Christmas lights to like sort of avoid like the whole avoid going
possible
too
in New
crazy
York?
about it. Yeah. I mean, it's probably just everywhere. So
we have Ricardo Snazzi who says he's going home visiting the family. In other words, is it?
Civ.
Play Civ on a crappy laptop all day.
But Civ is pretty neat, right?
that's a good question. That's good. Yeah.
Civ is definitely neat, but it says something about that's a like real family Christmas. Like, can I ask Ricardo where you live, which country? I'm curious if that is like a U.S. style or you're doing European style. Because in Europe we have a totally different kind of Christmas than you would have in the U.S. Oh, Scotland, whoa. Okay, I guess.
Gonna eat haggis?
I guess Christmas in Scotland can get to epic levels of everybody drinking. Like crazy. Technically, yeah, true.
No.
So, talking about Europe and Christmas, what's your Christmas going to look like, Eric?
Well, my Christmas is going to be amazing. Well, I'm
Are
going
you gonna
home
go to your mom?
I'm going home to my parents' house, yeah, with my girlfriend together.
She's gonna cook a lot of food, right?
Yeah, of course she's gonna cook a lot of food because she's German, right? She's got like these big traditional German dishes and also like these wild meat, you know, like pheasant or you know, just or deer or something, you know, so just something very delicious, big piece of meat with this big fat greasy gravy on top of it, and potatoes and all these vegetables and first
Mom's
Christmas
cooking is epic.
it's epic. And the first Christmas day we're also gonna spend we're also gonna spend time with my family. Again, probably we're gonna do a walk through the forest, you know, and enjoy the scenery. And then I guess my mom always makes on the first Christmas day fish, so that's also pretty neat. And then the second Christmas Day, we go to Simone's family, my girlfriend, and the whole family just comes together and have a big meal, and that's also pretty cool. And I guess in the meantime, in the downtime, besides eating, I'll probably play Hearthstone, because I still need to finish some dungeon runs with some heroes.
I just finished Rogue just now.
Oh yeah,
I had like this crazy double battle cry Katoon Rogue. Ooh, that's good. Okay. So
I haven't played it in months.
Oh, but now there's a really cool update, Calder. It's like dungeon runs.
Dungeon run is so good.
No, I'm not falling for it again. Every time they come up with a new one, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna jump into it again. Then I get it, I play it, and then it's like, oh, okay, well, I don't play it anymore.
I guess it's the best expansion in years they had, in my opinion. But then again, Caleb, what are you going to do for Christmas?
Staying away. I don't stay away from it. First, I want to share. Manson has. So I'm sorry to hear for you, man. But at least you get 2 Christmases, Manson. So he has a father-in-law first. Eat some good pork, and then he has, Christmas tree on the 24th with gifts and duck. Now that's a real Christmas. Oh,
wait,
I guess.
What are they gonna do on the 25th? Isn't the 25th like official Christmas Day?
That's like the first Christmas Day, and the 26th the second Christmas Day.
Yeah, isn't first and second Christmas Day like a Dutch? That's a typical Dutch event.
Yeah, it's Dutch. So you have like Christmas Eve, first Christmas Day, and second Christmas Day. And I guess in the US, second Christmas Day is like Boxing Day.
Is it Boxing Day, really?
Mm-hmm.
I just remember on Christmas.
Boxing Day or Boxing Day?
Boxing Day, so everybody returns the stuff they don't need.
Oh.
I just remember we had Christmas dinner at Christmas Eve, and then the next morning, and the same day we just do the whole gift stuff. And I guess usually we do it the next morning or something. I don't remember what it was. Okay, then we also have.
Regardless, there's a lot of drinking.
Oh yeah, of course.
Scotland. Yeah. I have a friend from Ireland. Good friend of mine is from Ireland, and every time he goes back to family in Ireland for whatever holiday, it's always the same story. You know, we're hanging around in the pub, drinking a lot. But it was good times. So I imagine Scotland. It's probably quite similar situation. So Perfect Day is planning to travel back home and play Mario Odyssey, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, getting fat and sleeping.
I really want to get a Nintendo Switch only for Mario Odyssey because
I want to get it for Zelda too. And for Zelda, Game of the Year, eh?
Hey,
Game of the Year.
Going to Canada to visit my family and freeze my butt off for a week.
That was so cool. Oh, I can't even imagine. I think like going from Taipei to New York is already going to be insane because right now it's like, yesterday was like 15 degrees here. And it already felt like really, really cold.
Pussy. Yeah. I'm like in a t-shirt and it's like freezing in the Netherlands.
The cold in Taiwan is totally different though. Like even if it's not really cold degree wise, there's a lot of humidity, and it really like sneaks in. And there's no heaters inside.
Yeah.
Oh.
So talking about Taiwan, that's where I'm spending my Christmas in Taiwan, and nobody celebrates Christmas here. Like Christmas is not a thing here at all. Like the only place you'll see Christmas stuff is maybe in Taipei in department stores or anywhere you can buy stuff because it's good for sales.
I think like some bubble tea stores have like Christmas decoration, and I saw one where the people working there wore like Christmas hats and stuff. But it's
right.
But
I think there was even a year where McDonald's had employees dressed up like Christmas.
Not even KFC chicken for Christmas. No, that's Japan, right? Where they have a traditional KFC.
But can you get
that's Japan. Yeah.
The Starbucks gingerbread Christmas special in Taiwan?
No, really, there's really nothing here. It's kind of like with New Year, with what's it called, New Year's Eve. You would think, you're expecting a lot of fireworks and everything, but even on that day here in Taiwan, it's really nobody Like you need to
Okay.
go somewhere to really enjoy fireworks. Like nobody's really doing any fireworks or anything. So the best thing you can do with New Year's Eve in Taiwan is go to Taipei 101, where they have like this really crazy firework event from the building. You know, the whole building's basically exploding from fireworks, which is really cool. But the rest of Taiwan doesn't really do something because
Yeah, Chinese New Year. Right?
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because Chinese New Year is the big thing here. That's kind of like the Christmas and New Year celebration together. That's the where they have like a long vacation, eat a lot, be with your family. People from all over the world, or Taiwanese in this case, all over the world, they all come back to Taiwan to spend Chinese New Year together. And that's also why you should never book a ticket for Asia around Chinese New Year.
Yeah. Yeah, prices are steep. Yeah.
And so they now
Oh, they have all you
have
can eat
all-you-can-eat
bucket.
buffet in KFC restaurant in Japan. Nice.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, that's true. Though. I really don't understand why it's such a big thing in Japan.
Yeah. I think I saw this video about it from this vlogger called Abroad in Japan, which is really cool. And yeah, I did like this whole because apparently it's like this whole thing where like a few weeks before Christmas you already place like your order at the KFC, like
Whoa.
what kind of special kinds of chicken and stuff you want, and then like, you pick it up on Christmas Day, and it's this whole tradition.
I really never understood the whole fast food chains, because I guess I live in the Netherlands. I mean, sure, I can go to the McDonald's, get like a hamburger and some crappy fries for like €7, or I can go to a patatzaak where you get like a dikke frikandel speciaal, big French fries and whatever for like $4, you know, and it's 10 times better than McDonald's or any fast food chain out there.
Yeah, I guess I mean Holland is just it's just kind of different.
Yeah.
I miss Manson says I miss Pizza Hut. How do you say it in English? Pizza? How do you say that in English? Pizza Hut? Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
Or what is it?
I'm a little bit. It's actually really weird in English if you would really pronounce it. Okay, anyway, they used to have a branch here that had buffet pizza and chicken wings, like 12 different kind of pizza being made on the spot to keep them warm. Whoa. That's not bad. We have there's a lot of Pizza Hut in Taiwan, for example, but
It's like Japan's newest all-you-can-eat KFC.
And it's
I like how it's like this buffet style too. Yeah, oh, it's so good.
maybe so Yenny and I on Christmas are just going to do something eat nice. That's it. And we're just gonna have a couple of free days and eat nice. I think that's it.
Can't believe it.
Yeah.
I thought you also booked flight ticket to New York.
Oh, we're going to New York now.
We do things all together, right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
oh, you guys can come to the Netherlands. I mean, it's Christmas
Yeah,
trees here.
it's I have to be honest. It was just a
EETCA. No.
couple weeks ago or a week ago that somebody asked me the question, "What are you going to do with Christmas?" Oh, it was last week, and I was like, "Whoa, I totally forgot."
How can you forget about Christmas?
How can you forget about Christmas, Calder?
Yeah.
Okay, but let's go to the next topic because else we just keep on talking for hours and hours about Christmas. So what's next on our agenda, Calder?
Christmas. If you've been on our Facebook page, then you've probably seen.
Color what softball or what? Just me.
No. You've probably seen a beautiful picture of Erik with presents in his hands. Because why, Erik?
Why? Why in how difficult it was to make the picture? Or why in why we have the picture?
Let's start off why we have the picture.
Well, this year we wanted to do a Christmas giveaway. And our original idea was to do a giveaway on Facebook where you had to tag someone else, and that person you tagged, he or she had a chance to win a Wooting 1. And you couldn't like enroll yourself. So the whole idea was to, okay, Christmas is about sharing and not like greed, I guess, and just somebody else in your environment who needs a Wooting 1, tag him or her, and maybe they can win a Wooting 1. And we prepared everything into the tiniest details. We had a website with rules. We made like a great Facebook post and everything. And we had
then Manson came.
Wait. It was the first time we had something done before the deadline. And we wanted to post it at noon. And we posted exactly at noon. And then came the biggest Scrooge of Christmas, Manson. And he learned us something about terms and conditions about Facebook giveaways. And it isn't allowed to do a giveaway on Facebook where you have to enroll someone else or use someone else's public profile to enroll in a competition. So then the whole idea was ruined. And then we went like full berserk mode and changing everything, and we changed it to like, okay, let us know why you and a friend want a Wooting 1, and then you two will both receive a Wooting 1.
Yeah, so it's kind of like ruined and saved by Manson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
it's a thing
Don't
like
shoot the messenger, right?
we really don't like to.
He's literally the Grinch, yeah.
He was the Grinch.
That's what I was thinking about. I just forgot the name.
And the thing is, we never ever planned to do a Facebook giveaway in the first place sometime, because most Facebook giveaways are like, yeah, like, share, win, repeat, and like our Twitter and follow us on YouTube, and they get like 4 times enrollment into this giveaway. And we never like these greedy things, because it's not like about giving, but it's more about growing your whole social environment in a sort of cheap way. So that's why we thought, hey, it's original. If you tag someone else, it's like giving a present to someone else to make it a bit more special, I guess. But yeah, but
purposeful, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, in the end, it was even so original that other people also made the same contest.
ooh, yeah, well,
Ooh.
that's always difficult to say, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It is but if you look at the quality of our posts compared to theirs,
It's better, right? Because we have got this little rhyme.
yeah. Well,
And we have Eric's photo, of course.
And we have Eric's photo. Oh, making the picture was so awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
It was very good. Because I
we
was
have a
here
bunch more pictures though.
There are a lot of pictures.
Yeah, we should make like a compilation of all the rest of the pictures.
Yeah.
They're good.
But most of them are like very...
It's original because it's not loud.
Oh,
Most-
it looks like Manson made a rhyme here. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna say it right. Okay, every Wooddown in Woodville liked Christmas a lot, but the Grinch, who lived just north of Woodville, did not. The Grinch hated Christmas the whole Christmas season. I thought it would rhyme. But it's just a Grinch story.
A lot. It did not sort of rhyme, but then
Well, I can talk how we started doing the whole... how we made the picture. So I was with Tino together brainstorming like, okay, shall we do a video or a picture? And realized, okay, a video would be better, but we don't have time to make like a proper video. So we went for the whole picture idea. And then Tino made like this insane mock-up. Let me see if I can find it on how I should pose the keyboard. And wait, I'm going to search for it. Can you fill in for me, Calder?
Oh yeah,
Oh, wait.
it's a really great mock-up. Like,
it's that pin post on my Twitter.
oh yeah, it's your post on Twitter, I guess. Yeah.
Well, it's different.
It's different. Okay, we haven't
Different?
seen this one yet. That's even new to us, guys.
No, it's Jeroen used the one, but it isn't like the...
That's true. I stole it. And modified it.
While we're talking about Facebook, in the meanwhile, while Eric's getting a picture, there's a very important thing you can do to help us out on Facebook, and that's leaving a review. So right now on our Facebook page, we have the option to leave a review, and you're very welcome to place a review. And we only accept 5 stars. So any lower, just you don't need to. Okay, don't take the effort.
I feel like yeah, true. I feel like we need like a few 4 stars. So in the end, it will turn out to be like a 4.7 to make it like seem more legit.
Oh, that's true. We need somebody to do like a legit post review.
Okay. I have the Tino picture here in front of me.
Alex best tactics.
Oh, now it's a 4.8. That's good.
Okay, so this is the mock-up Tino made.
It is.
And so this is how I should pose the keyboards. The problem was
Capital. Oh, there we go.
the Chabado thing. Yeah, that's my background. So I didn't have a Christmas hat, so I dropped the whole idea. And then I just searched for my ugly Christmas sweater, and it's a pretty fun Christmas sweater, to be honest, because he has like a drunken ice bear in front of a tree or something. And I just made like a ton of cringy pictures for the Christmas giveaway. But the fun part to make this picture was like, I was in my office and it is like a really big room. So my camera was like 2 meters away from me. It's good, right?
That's good.
So I just had set up the camera and then just like click it, route back to the position, grab the boxes, pose for it, and then wait for 5 seconds. A few pictures will be made. Okay, next pose, and do it again. And so I have like over 100 pictures of all these weird poses. Oh man.
I was on vacation during the time, and then I saw it on Slack, and I was like, "What is this?" And I laughed my ass off.
Yeah, it's really good. But I like how it turned out in the end. And so if you haven't entered, be sure to let us know why you and a friend would need a Wooting one.
Yeah. You're allowed to tag your friend. You don't have to, but if you want to, feel free to.
And at the top of my head, we're picking a winner at the 20th of December, right? So people can enter it till the 20th of December. So until Tuesday, I guess. Tuesday until noon. And then later in the afternoon, we'll have a winner picked.
Oh, Wednesday is the last.
Manson tagged the wrong person. Didn't he tag you?
Manson tagged the wrong person, even.
No, Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday is 20th. So Wednesday will be the last day you can comment on it, and then Oh, you said Thursday, not Tuesday. Sorry, I thought you said Tuesday.
Oh, I also thought I said Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
It's Wednesday. The 20th is a Wednesday. Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, exactly. So Thursday we have to make an announcement about that.
Well, I guess maybe Wednesday in the evening, because the Christmas giveaway runs until noon on the 20th.
He wanted to tag me, but it was for a different person. Oh my god, really? Massa tried to tag Quinn, but it was the wrong person. Quinn? Hey, so...
How is that possible?
He should be very thankful for Manson. Now he's a possible winner. Okay, so let's jump over to the next topic, and it has to do with the beta utility that launched not too long ago, and especially the new analog curve that you and Erik have been working on very hard these last couple of weeks, because it was a whole process, wasn't it, Ewan?
Yeah, it was annoying. Yeah, it was. I feel like during this whole process of redesigning the analog curve, we just sort of went full circle. Like we tried like a ton of new ideas, like with colors, and at first we had like this crazy bar. I don't know if you can still show it.
Yeah.
Where you basically like change the colors to sort of indicate like how far do you have to press it. And then like we spent some time like making a proof of concept of that and just sort of playing around with it, like sort of feel like how to sort of see like how we'll feel, like how intuitive it feels. And we didn't really get it right, and it kind of sucked in the end. And then, but what we really liked from that part is that we could like drag and drop like points on the graph, which I think like it has been suggested a few times, and we did like think about it for a while. But I thought before that it would be like pretty hard to implement, and turns out it's pretty easy. So, and then the only main challenge still was like properly making the graph, and then also like when you sort of slide it around, that it should still like feel very, very smooth. And then at first we were just sort of using this library to like do the graph and like all the text around it. But we were like very, very limited by the library because it really shoehorned it. It's like placing certain labels or certain locations, and once you tried like changing it, didn't really allow us. So in the end, we just started drawing everything ourselves, and that turned out to be really easy as well. So once we had like all the concepts figured out, and uh, now it's just pretty well. Now it's just a pretty nice and clean solution, and it works really well. It's really fast. It's really smooth, and yeah, very happy with how it turned out.
Yeah,
I
me
feel like
too.
it's a lot more. Um, it's easier to use, like more intuitive. Also, it feels a lot better. There's still some like small bugs. I think like color posted some things today, and we just sort of fish out, and then next week we'll do a public release probably.
Yeah, before your move
Yeah.
goes to New York, we'll have it. But yeah, but I'm very, I'm very satisfied about the analog curve, and if you are really critique about it, it's exactly the same as it used to be, but then more
Yeah.
easy to use and a bit more,
Yeah.
well, not, I wouldn't say intuitive, but it has more information on what's what, right? Because the old curve is like only a line, and it's like, hey, good luck with it.
Yeah.
So now you have like some precise control over it, and Jeroen and I were still discussing about this anti-dead zone thing, because maybe it is, some people perceive it as negative who don't know anything about anti-dead zone, and it's a thing that's really important for most games, because most games have like I guess Xbox controllers and PlayStation controllers, the analog sticks, they can drift sometimes when they're older. So in most games there's like an dead zone at the beginning of the whole range, and so with most games you need to have at least an anti-dead zone of, I guess, sort of the same as I have now on my screen.
Mhm.
But this also feels like you're limiting your whole range, but in fact it's like bumping up your whole range, and getting more input at a lower actuation point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the anti-dead zone thing is actually a good thing, but maybe people perceive it as a negative thing when they see it for the first
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
actually made video recordings today for the new analog curve, and basically talk about. I mean, there's some new options in this analog curve you were not able to do before,
No.
which is moving the circle, which is basically a point of where the analog curve should stop or head towards. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, you can move it through the both through the x and y axis. So that way you have a lot more control of the whole curve. And
So you can even make a completely
Inverted.
reversed curve. So you start off
Yeah.
running really fast, and when you press it all the way down, it's like walking slowly. So you can do a lot of cool things with it now, or even have like a bounce in it, like, oh, walking slow, walking fast, walking slow. Not that it's very useful, but it's a thing you could do now.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cool, and you have so much more control because you can even bump up the whole slow moving part to a limit, I guess. So you have more slow movement control.
one of my favorite things that I was really looking forward to use with the new analog curve is having a singular speed over the analog range. And it's exactly one of the examples that you'll see in the analog curve explanation video, where you can just have a single speed of a single walking speed, which is to a real benefit in Counter-Strike, where sound of the footsteps and accuracy plays a big role. Singular speed meaning, let's say you have 0 to 100% walking speeds with a linear analog curve, but maybe if you walk at 70% speed, you have the most optimal accuracy and you don't make any footstep sounds, for example. So what you can do now is make the entire analog range this single
Flat.
70% flat,
So
Yeah.
something like I did on my
yeah.
screen. Something, I'm not sure if this is like the
something like that.
exact thing, but
Yeah. Yeah, you could say, yeah, cheating. It's a very good point you make there, because you would, I think, if you try it out, if you try it out and you start playing with it, and you get used to it, especially, it's definitely a big advantage. So in the professional scene, it wouldn't surprise me if someone would ever start using that. It would be considered cheating.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess it is, especially for Counter-Strike, because there is like a speed that you can reach that is a bit faster than shift walking, but you don't lose any accuracy over the shift walking, and you don't hear the footsteps that loud, so you can move faster than FP4. So that's pretty neat. So yeah, it's cheating. Who doesn't like cheating?
Well, yeah, what's the definition of cheating, you know? I mean, it's just a better tool. It's like,
But isn't like some hardware already disallowed in the esports tournaments?
Yeah. I think any hardware with macros, like even if your keyboard has like a macro system, or profile system or whatever like that, it's a requirement that you empty the entire keyboard from all save whatever profiles, and there's even somebody that does it for you, I think.
Do you know what I saw? I was looking towards the Overwatch, was it Contenders preseason something, and it's pretty cool. So you have all these teams, and the whole setting of the whole esports thing is like really insane, and I guess the season starts pretty soon. But there was one guy from a team who had like a really old IBM keyboard, and that's what he was playing on. It was so cool to see.
Like
Yeah.
He was just distracting like the other team with the loud noises it makes.
No, but I really like seeing like all these people had like this really small keyboard, or like a Razer keyboard, or someone had a Logitech keyboard, but this guy had like a real legit big IBM keyboard. That's cool, right? I mean, do you have a PS2 connected to USB? Someone? But I like it how these esports people can just bring their own gear, and I especially like it if a team is sponsored by a certain brand, but the players are still allowed to bring their own favorite gear. You know, I like it.
Yeah. I wonder what the rules are, because you know you also have they have to put in those in-ears, but then they have to put another headset over it, and the headset is of the sponsor, even though they don't use it for sound or whatever.
But for some things they also have like these not hearing protection, but you just cancel outside noise, because the announcer can say like, oh, this Anna has an ult, or he is ult ready, you know, and you're not allowed to hear it. Yeah.
Okay, so the annual curve is going to go public when, Jeroen?
Probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow.
Oh, do you know what we can?
That's sooner than I thought.
do you know what we can still use, guys? Everybody in chat, just try the new analog curve, and if you have a great preset for a game, let us know. Or if you have a standard curve already, just let us know, because we still need to update these presets, and we're not sure like
that's a good one.
What's good to do. So if you guys have any input for it, just let us know and we can add it in the utility. Oh, and there's also one groundbreaking thing we fixed. Like the best thing we fixed ever in the utility. The thing that Calder annoyed us for months since we implemented it. So we have like here where you bind the keypads, right? So this is more like the left side of your controller, and this would be like more the right side of your controller, right? But if you would expand this, all the things beneath it would be like scrambled and a bit random. So Calder, for you, we fixed it. Left side of the controller, right side of the controller. And it took us almost 10 seconds to fix this. And another neat thing is, I guess, on startup you have like the whole
video.
The video. So yeah, that's also pretty neat. Oh, where is it? It's here.
That video.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So you can have like
This is a brief overview of the utility.
A brief overview of the utility, and it's really fun when we made the video, because we said like, yeah, let's do it in under 2 minutes and have these topics. And Carlo made the video. 6 hours later, he came with a video that's 6 minutes long. But I guess it's good enough because it goes.
But you also may put in a new analog curve today, right?
Yeah, I put in a new analog curve today. I just changed the imagery. The explanation is the same. So.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it was really hard for. Like, I was writing down how I'm going to explain this within 2 minutes, and I had everything written down in seconds, and it just like to do it in 2 minutes was had to be more basic than basic, and it makes the video a lot harder to make also, because you need to do a lot more recordings, cut out a lot more, edit a lot more, and I just decide, well, fuck it, just as long as it's clear. Most people skip through stuff anyway. to parts they're interested in or not. So, and it's always a good excuse. Well, just check out this video if you don't understand. Watch the whole thing.
Yeah. I think for most people will still be interesting watch because, for example, I think it was earlier this week that somebody on Discord asked like, "Oh, how do I save my colors or something?"
Oh,
And
right.
it's just like those functions which are not like immediately clear, which you probably still have to improve.
Well, I guess what's still not clear, but the video can show it up, is that you can paint over the keyboard, you know, and just do more colors. It's
Yeah, and also like changing the preset colors.
Yeah.
Like that alone already took definitely a minute. To explain all the different ways you can use RGB just goes very fast, as in takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
But it's a very simple implementation of how to do RGB. I mean, everything in the utility, in my opinion at least, is very, very simple to use. It's just
you need to know how.
Yeah, you need to know how. Yeah.
But isn't that kind of against the definition of simple to use? Well,
Also,
there's a difference maybe between simple and intuitive.
Yeah.
I
Intuitive.
have your Christmas song. Oh my god, already!
That's very fast. Okay, let me hear it.
You
Share
gotta be
it.
kidding, right?
Sure.
Okay, when you're sharing it, I'm just going to give one more pro tip in utility. If you ever want to unbind a key, right click it.
Darn, beat me to it. You're also working on it?
Oh.
Yeah.
But where is it? Where's the Christmas song? Ooh, can't wait. Wait, Carl needs to sing it.
Okay.
Okay, Carl,
Wait,
you sing it.
Well, I did the first one. I mean, that was not the song, though. Oh, okay, I see what he did. You took it from the Jake Paul song, of course. Who took it from the most popular song?
Jake Paul song? Oh my god, that
Jake
one.
Paul came out with a Christmas album.
Oh my god.
It's really bad.
I listened to it earlier this week. Oh my god.
It's so bad.
It's Christmas Day, bro.
Oh my god. Oh,
What's
so bad. I don't understand this guy.
I mean, I understand what he's doing, but it's like,
Yeah, but
this.
trust me, trust me on one thing, okay? In my opinion, everything he does, it's working to the extent because it's just self-popularizing all the time. But honestly, I don't think it's like some kind of like elaborate big scheme that he's planning out. Like,
I mean, it's not a big scheme, but he definitely knows what he's doing. Because I saw, he was actually on the H3 podcast a few weeks ago. And you remember that one? He made that other. It's Everyday Bro, and this guy raps like, "England is my city."
yeah.
Yeah, Jake Paul actually wrote that in for him because he thought it was funny.
Yeah, but even in that podcast, you can already hear that it's just like a simple fuck up or don't really. But he just he spins it a bit here and there. Like every interview he does, it's different anyway. Everything he says.
I mean,
because,
I'm not saying he's some sort of mastermind or something, but he definitely plays like this. He definitely plays his role pretty well, in a way.
oh yeah, he plays his role. But I think honestly that to a big extent it is also him. Opposed to from like Logan, I think he is more of he has like a big scheme of plans, definitely a lot of plans, but it's a bit more thought out what he's trying to do. Still annoying as fuck though, but okay.
Okay, there was a little discussion of brothers. So,
PewDiePie number one. Yeah, PewDiePie is still the best man.
Do you know who starts to annoy me?
but anyway,
Casey Neistat.
really?
And
I thought he annoyed you for years.
But do you know why he annoys me? Like,
No, because of his face.
no, well, yeah, his face also pretty weird. But like everyone, I guess like 1 in 3 videos, it starts with like, okay, this video isn't sponsored anyway by blah blah blah, this company, and it's fine. But each time he doesn't say it, his video is completely sponsored by X brand. Because he just
I mean, it's not
reverses it.
necessarily like directly sponsored, but it's just. Yeah, I mean, he's still working at that brand the whole time, so it's just everything he does is sponsored automatically.
But then I still like his dedication and the work that he does, and how he made his own empire on YouTube.
Yeah.
And
Anyway, back to the Christmas songs.
We're waiting for you to sing, Eric.
no, I cannot sing. I've got like a crack in my voice. Sorry, guys. It's more of a.
I don't really know what
Okay.
tune it is.
It's on the 12th day of Christmas, true love sent me. Something like that, I think it was, right?
Day of Christmas.
I have no idea.
12 blue switches, 11 gamepad keypads, 7 lords a leaping. Wait, what? 9 red switches, 8 colored blue, 7 utility. What the hell? 7 utility
wait,
updates. Alright? But where's on the first day of Christmas?
We're still missing the melody. Who has notes? Does anybody have notes?
These 5 game profiles for. It's like you. Whoa. It's 3 shift keys, 2 color stands, booting 1 analog keyboard.
Okay, we will wait for the sample, and next stream we will let it hear to everyone. Talking about the next stream. Oh, this is a great bridge, right? The next stream is the
Christmas stream, end of year stream.
end of
year stream.
Woo!
Are we still going to talk about all of the calling the utility one of the greatest names 2017?
Yeah, there was another Dutch reviewer, Stefan Overbeek from techtesters.eu. He had like a really nice quote on the utility. Let me see if I can find the quote.
Makes us you make the soundtrack, you get us the soundtrack, and we'll be singing it with you on the end year live stream. So
It's pretty interesting. He quotes it like 2 times in the whole thing. Je stapt vroeg in de innovatie, maar ook op softwarevlak staat de basis gewoon. Oh, en de naam utility is awesome. Punt. So says like the name utility is pretty awesome. And I guess a little bit earlier in his review, he says the dudes from Wooting are not crazy, and they also have the most brilliant name software, utility. This is serious humor, if you ask me.
Yeah. Those guys from Wooting are so funny. Like, how did they come up with a name like that?
Because the
So
guys from Wooting are so funny. It's not like our community
Yeah.
is funny. It's just the guys from Wooting. They're awesome and funny. It's not like Quinn had anything to do with this.
I write the
Quinn.
lyrics, I don't do the music. That's not how it works. Those are not the rules of the contest.
it's especially about the music.
It's all about
So-
music. And the music has to be played with the Wooting one. That was the contest.
So, to get back on end of the year live stream, we will have another live stream happening in 2 weeks, right? So that would be the 31st, Sunday the 31st,
The final
December.
day of the year.
Final day.
It's the final
countdown. So, so we're going to have a live stream for. We'll have a live stream for an hour where we will recap this year. Basically, we're going to recap this year just like we did last year.
Because our long-time viewers know that it's like the tradition, the yearly tradition.
This is definitely
It's a
tradition.
yearly tradition.
It has been up here every year.
So we're gonna also have to do the Wooting quiz, right?
We have to do the Wooting quiz.
There will be a Wooting quiz. Oh my god, guys. Did you guys write down all your notes of all the live streams, previous live
Everything
streams?
that
Get
happened
ready
this year.
for the quiz questions this year. Last year was a lot longer, yeah, than 1 hour. I don't know how long this one is going to be. I just said 1 hour to keep it kind of. It's got to probably going to
Last
be
year
like.
was also really cool because it was the 3 of us that called ourselves. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that was
sick.
really cool.
And we had cool things to show.
That was a quiz.
There he is. Don't hear from him for a whole year, and then there is he.
Quiz?
Well, for everybody who doesn't know, Vaizilion, Vezilon? Let's call him Vezilon. He totally destroyed the last year's quiz. He walked away with the grand prize. He was the number 1.
And it was terrible because there were even like two of my friends joining in too, and they couldn't even answer the questions.
And
Uh,
yeah, but this year we're going to
So-
have some proper prize because last year's was a bit, I guess, all the garbage we could find and put it all together.
Well, let's put it down that way. I mean, it was just like whatever we could give away. That was basically it. Yeah. But this year we have much better giveaway stuff, like
Several keycaps we don't use anymore.
sample keycaps, for example. We have
Keycaps.
Wooting merchandise. We have
50 Shades of Purple keycaps.
Oh, and did you know what I also
Yeah.
found today? By coincidence in my bag, because I thought I was completely out of them. Stickers.
Oh,
we have to make new stickers again.
We have to make new stickers. So
Okay,
this,
so
yeah.
wait. Okay, so we need to start wrapping up the live stream, but we have a song and we have a question. We have a song and a question. I think I did the last song really well, so somebody else needs to do this song. Then we're gonna do but first we're gonna do the question. Then we're gonna do the song, and then we need to wrap up the stream. So let's start with the question. When is the next utility and firmware update?
next week.
Next week. And that utility update will have the new analog curve and the other stuff we showed. Just needs some fixes. It's in beta right now. And the firmware will not update, right?
No. It's not necessary. Yeah.
That would and that would be
Oh,
the
and
last.
for those of you who can't wait, you can send me a message in Discord and you can join the beta. I mean, you can even download it if you want. Sensitivity. Is this like a great one?
Yeah. So on Discord we have a special beta channel, and you just send a PM to Jeroen, which is Pasta on Discord, and or any one of us free, and we can tag you. We can give you the role for beta, and you can see the channel and give us feedback.
Yep.
Mainly finding issues, or maybe if you think something is more clear.
Everything.
Anything. Okay, so who's gonna sing the song?
Well, I read through it, and I guess it's based on Jingle Bells.
No, it's Odenabo.
Whoa. I never even heard of thing.
Was it?
No.
No, it's not that one.
Oh,
It's like, oh, Wooting one, the sweets are so enticing. Oh, Wooting one, thy Alex so charming. I really want the new keyboard. Sadly, I cannot afford one. Oh, Wooting one, the sweets, the keys are so amazing.
Hey.
Woo! That's a good singer. So, as you might have guessed, before I started Wooting, I was working on my career as a singer. You ever heard of Idols or Holland's
Talent.
The voice or idols.
the voice of Holland?
Well, you can still book Jeroen. It's very cheap, 60 euros per hour. Sings everything you want.
Everything.
Awesome.
Okay,
So
I give all kinds of shows.
you can book Jeroen. There's a form on the Discord channel. You just go to the music special channel. He does also birthday parties, children birthday parties. He'll come in special outfit. It comes with free trampoline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember Dancing Bear?
Which one?
Never mind.
No, never mind.
Okay.
Let's end it here because before it starts to get more awkward.
Okay, so the entire live stream will also be on YouTube afterwards. You will find all the timestamps in the comments below if Tino is a really awesome guy.
Stop
You know,
working
my
on it.
mom actually told me last week. It's like, your stream is not on YouTube yet. I was like, oh, Tino.
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 Hey, no, actually, I'm the one that exports it to YouTube every time. So
Forgot it.
But
Tino
Tino makes the timestamps.
did the timestamps. Yeah. So, well, we made it very easy this live stream. We hope the topics were very concise and we followed up with everything, so it should not be too difficult. I hope. Thank you very much, Tino, senpai. So you will have the whole live stream on YouTube. You can watch everything back with the timestamps. And as always, if you have any questions or problems, you're always welcome to contact us through email social@wooting.nl, which is also below, or just join our Discord, which you can also find link in below. And you can talk with us or with other people from the community, which can help you and just generally talk about whatever you want. 1010 would watch again. Best review ever.
Oh,
It
Leave
was,
a Facebook review.
do a Facebook review.
and do a Facebook
Thumbs up.
review. Yeah. Put the thumbs up, subscribe, and go to our Patreon, donate.
Patreon. Oh, we
there's-
should really do a Patreon to get the stream even more professional, so we can buy lamps for you guys, and yeah, we should do a Patreon.
Patreon.
Uh,
Maybe we should do a subscription-based service.
and also subscribe on the Twitch channel. We'll be doing songs in the next Twitch stream.
Who is doing
Pay
so-
$15 donation.
We'll release
donations,
it.
and
Oh,
we'll start singing.
but more importantly, guys, go through all the live streams from the last year, make notes, and beat Vasily into it.
Beat the quiz. So we'll see you guys in the next live stream. In the quiz, be the winner, get stuff from Wooting, and EX going to count it down.
Okay, but I'm going to do professional again, so I'm going to leave the one away, right? Okay.
Uh-huh.
4,
Ready?
3, 2,